Hi everyone, I'm going to do what I call a content update video here. This isn't a channel update where I announce my upcoming plans and changes to my format here. This is a content update video where I'm going to cover why I haven't been able to update and produce as much content here in this past week here. So let's start with as you know, I made a trip up to Edmonton for the 106th Grey Cup. It was my 6th Grey Cup personally, and my Calgary Stampeders were in it. Spoiler alert, we won. Hooray! That was the good part, and it was definitely sweet to take that in and celebrate the win. But then, unfortunately, last week in November there, you're traveling and you get a little busy with all your travels and that. I actually got a little sick here with a cough and cold that seems like everybody and their dog has these days, and you don't know where it came from. I mean, I did spend a lot of time around a lot of people and outside at the Grey Cup Festival up in Edmonton, but people in the office where I work were sick before I left for Edmonton, and there's people that are sick now in the office that have missed time, and I personally actually missed some time being sick myself. And what I originally had planned is I was going to, for the first week of December 2018, that I would have had my first episode of my Calgary Roughnecks This Month, because there was actually a CBA update, and there will be lacrosse this year, and I want to get that series going. But I also wanted to get my Calgary Stampeders this month, the bonus playoff edition, all finished, and I originally planned to have those go up the first weekend of December. I'm recording live here on Monday, December 3rd, and the last videos I was able to upload on my channel were all my moments at the 106th Grey Cup, and the last video I posted was the graphic on the Commonwealth Stadium board that said Calgary Stampeders Grey Cup champions. Man, that's sweet. And in an Edmonton Stadium displaying that Calgary won the championship. Well, the Eskimos celebrated twice in our house in McMahon in their history, so we deserve one. So yeah. And then also when I was up at the Grey Cup Festival, I had a friend of the past there. It was nice to meet up with him, who happened to be in Edmonton for work at the time. So I caught up with him and did some sightseeing. So there was a couple, it would have been small videos that I would have done while I was in my hotel room and on the go, but I figured I'll match that in with combination of my Calgary Stampeders this month, and I still have a personal vlog that I want to do about covering my Grey Cup experiences thus far. So all this talk about why I haven't been uploading as much, and I'm behind a little. I mean, you could see in my last episode of my Calgary Flames in 6 where I was already behind there. I did fight coughing and cold a little bit. That was when actually I started feeling a little worse there, and I still got that out because it was scheduled, and generally when it comes to the hockey update videos I do, I like to have it out before the next game, and sometimes that's not always possible if a segment ends and the next segment begins on back-to-back nights and it's during the week here. So my plan here is that barring anything catastrophic or major happening in my personal life between now and next weekend, which would be December 8th and 9th, where already my next episode of my Calgary Hitmen in 6, which will be episode 6, covering games 25 to 30, and the same with my Calgary Flames in 6, covering the same number of games in the same part of the schedule, episode 6. Those are scheduled for that weekend anyway, so I figure I will do my Calgary Roughnecks this month, the first episode, and get that series going. As the CBA actually did come to agreement, and training camp starts, and there will be lacrosse this year, and then I'll do my Calgary Stampeders this month, my bonus playoff edition, and also I'm hearing that the stamp store here in town is having a hard time keeping Champs gear in stock here, so I haven't had a chance to pick up any Champs gear, so maybe I'll check out the locker room sale first, and be able to get some Champs gear and be all ready for the occasion when I do record that episode to wrapping up the 2018 CFL season with my Calgary Stampeders here. I also felt that they were in the Grey Cup. My Grey Cup recap will be in that video too, which I figured there's no point doing that twice, because I did my On the Road to the Grey Cup series where I previewed each game leading up to the Grey Cup, and I figured I was going to do a Grey Cup recap video, but I figured there's no point doing that twice where I recap the Grey Cup and then I'll be recapping the Grey Cup again, and so I'll eventually put a card in that video for the episode. So yeah, anyway, I want to thank all my subscribers and people who've watched my content up to this point. Calgary Sports, which actually work out, all 4 teams will be covered this coming weekend as per plan, but come here for Calgary Sports, scenery videos, throw in some personal vlogs here, and moments at sporting events as I recently posted them up. And I might actually post a couple videos that I captured at the Grey Cup rally there, which I was fighting with the crowds, and it was zoomed in, so it won't be perfect, but I know one of those videos, there's a desktop version that I can put in the description for that, but I might post my rally videos on my channel here before this upcoming weekend here, so, sometimes you just have to take time to take care of yourself, and that's exactly what I did this past weekend. This is not a coughing channel, and I don't think I want to post myself coughing half the time while going over the content, and it's a touchy subject here, but I figure one day now I should fully be over this cough and cold, and be back to being myself, and produce the best videos I can, and with all the resources I can. As I say, thanks to everyone who's supported me, subscribed, and watched my stuff and comments here and there. And I would say in a couple weeks there'll probably be a channel update just before the holiday season, because I do plan on, with the exception of content I already have scheduled during that week there, then I'm going to probably take a little break because I'm off work as well during that time, and it's the only time of year that I get to really catch up on sleep and hibernate. But then I do have some plans what I'll be doing over the winter months, in addition to my hockey and lacrosse series that with both the Calgary Flames, the Hitmen, and the Roughnecks when I get going there, and there'll probably be a few more personal vlogs here, because usually I don't travel as much in the winter, but stay tuned for the channel update video, which I plan to have that come out around the 21st to 22nd there, just before we get into the holiday season here. So anyway, just keep watching the rest of my content here that I already have all in playlists, and I make sure every video I make goes in a playlist somewhere. So if there's any certain content you narrow down to, that's where you go. But I still have plenty of content I already have up, and I'd be able to been more active on this platform here in the past year. So as I always say, I'll see you in the next video, and stay tuned for what I have planned, and eventually I'll play catch up and be where I want to be when it comes to all my videos. So thank you very much.